Barnes.
Everybody, welcome to another episode of Opinionated, man. We got hot takes, debates, misses, and makes. How's everybody doing today?
Doing good, brother Jordan.
Let's go, man. What's good?
Everybody good.
Man. Doing very good, Nick.
Very, very important topics to talk about today, man. Very important topics. A lot of buzz going around in the league, man. A lot of buzz. To start off with, the Los Angeles Lakers. Okay, everybody been hearing news about Kyrie trying to get over there and them trading Russell Westbrook and them thinking that it's not going to work out. West got to get going. He's a reason for LA's unsuccessful playoff run this year. They didn't make the playoffs. Everybody's trying to blame it on Russ. I don't think that's the case. But that's what everybody's saying, man. And in my opinion, you know, I feel like Russ is a major key of that team's success. You know, so we can talk about that. We can talk about that, man. I really want to know what y'all got to say about that topic.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I blame this past season on Anthony Davis.
Okay.
I think he was too inconsistent in the lineup. Wasn't healthy. Wasn't playing AD like, in my opinion. I seen him play a bit better. So I'm gonna put this last season on Anthony Davis. Now, granted, their roster was a lot older and a lot of vets on there. They couldn't get up and down the floor. They couldn't defend. But I think if AD's healthy, they get in the playoffs at least.
So what do you call? Let me ask you this, T. What do you call AD like? What's AD like?
AD like numbers?
Numbers wise.
What did he like? He got it. With Bron in year 19, bro, he got to be the leading scorer, in my opinion. He got to average 28, 27, 28, 10. He just got to be aggressive. Man, it might not necessarily be 27, 28, but he got to be more aggressive. Like, hey, Bron, like, you're older. This is my team now. Like, I understand you my vet. You're a great all-time great, but now it's time for you to take a back seat like Bron did to D-Wade when he got to Miami. I feel like AD should have took some more of that role as far as his Lakers team this past year, in my opinion.
You're right.
But you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of that falls on AD, man. And then I feel like his mindset is different after they won that championship because this is after the season. But AD, after they lost the game, AD didn't touch a basketball until like a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not hungry enough to go win another ring. Like, you satisfied with one ring. Like, come on, man. That team goes as far as you go. So I feel like AD got to be more alpha dog, assertive. It's AD's ball.
Almost like he lost that dog in him, man, because they're not winning this year, and he got to be the guy that really turns it on.
Okay. Because I mean, to be honest, like he started falling down my totem pole, as in rankings, as in players in the league, because of this past season. Mm-hmm. I feel like he got to get back to hungry AD, like bro, like I'm top 10 player in this league for a reason. Like I got everything.
Exactly.
I just need him to go there to hoop and prove it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that's a lot of that is on AD. Not saying all of it is, but a good percentage of it is Anthony Davis.
What you think, Tron?
I'll say it's AD. I'll also say some of this coaching, because Frank Vogel, he had different lineups throughout the year. They didn't have a solid five. They had to sign guys, get guys from the G League, pick them up. So I'll say some of Frank Vogel. Russ, I give him some of the game. He had turnover problems, wasn't playing his best, didn't have a great year. And,
right.
I ain't gonna say it's all on AD. Part of it is Frank Vogel. Of course, they got him out of there. So I feel like this coming season they'll have a good season. They got D Ham as head coach. I feel
exactly.
I feel like they'll get them boys right. Have a better defensive mindset. I think them boys will be all right next season.
Okay. What you think? What you think, Buck?
Man, Anthony Davis, man, you just never know what to expect with Anthony Davis for real. So I don't really know how to go about it. I mean, I will say this though: if the Lakers start the season with a healthy big three, Russ, AD, and Bron, they start the season with a healthy big three, then they have no excuses, and I don't see no reason for them not to be a top 3, top 4 team in the West, because I mean that's what they acquired those guys for. Yeah. And that's a big if, and that's literally the biggest if. Like I'm saying, if LA can start out the season with those 3 guys healthy, and that supporting cast that they got to get around those, then you feel me, they can be a top team in the West. But I just, like I said, it's a big if, because we haven't seen that in the time that since they put that team together. We haven't seen them all held together too much. So it's just
yeah.
And I feel like the time will wind down. I feel like if they don't get over the hump this season, then I don't see them getting over the hump at all. That's just
That's an important factor.
Those guys are getting old, so they're gonna have to do it. They're gonna do it. That's how I feel.
What you think, Chris?
Man, I'm gonna take a different approach. I think really the main thing is this problem started last offseason. I think this is on the front office. I never at any point during the acquisition of Russell Westbrook thought it was gonna work, because why in the world? You know what I'm saying? We know Russell. I'm not gonna say he cannot function without the ball in his hands, but that's when he's primarily dominant. When he has the ball in his hands, you can't expect to just plant him with LeBron James and expect instant success, especially without the consistency of Anthony Davis. You know what I'm saying? I 100% blame the front office for that. I think individually they're all 3 great players. I think they can make some big moves this season, maybe be top 4 in the West, but I blame the front office for that one.
I'm glad you said that, Chris, man, because I feel like the business side has to do a lot with what's going on. I don't know if y'all noticed, but Russell Westbrook and his agent, they part ways. They part ways. They were together for 14 years. And all of a sudden, now they're not together. Word has it that Russell wanted out of LA and his agent wasn't with it. Okay, his agent coming from that standpoint of you getting $47 million coming up this year. You might as well thug it out. You got Anthony Davis, you got LeBron James. You might as well see what you can do this year. Play your behind off. You might be able to get one more big, substantial contract. Because let's be honest, the way Russell Westbrook performed this year, nobody wants to pick up that $47 million.
Yeah,
nobody really want to pick that up. But in Russell's eyes, if you look at the media, everything that happens on a negative end for Los Angeles Lakers is all on Russell Westbrook. His turnover, his field goal percentage, the way he can't shoot threes, the way he's trying to lead a team, and he's complaining about not being able to have the ball a lot because LeBron is there. Everything is getting blamed on Russell Westbrook, and he's tired of it. He's coming from that area like, you know what? They think everything my fault. I want out. I want to go somewhere else. He may have felt like, his agent wasn't doing everything he could to get him out of that situation. And after 14 years, they split up. Something is going on that business side, man. Like, I don't know. Of course, I don't know, all the media talk and everything, but I'm just, from what I'm reading and from what I'm observing, normally Russell Westbrook is behind the scenes with his trades, with the Rockets, with the Wizards. It wasn't Russell Westbrook demands a trade away from this team. He demands a trade from this team. It just happened. We saw it. But now all of a sudden we're seeing this LA. He wants out of LA. Now him and his agent are splitting ways. Like, something going on with that business side, man.
Yeah. I mean, I see the business side too, but like you're more business and logistics. I'm thinking like on the basketball floor, I just don't see how LeBron and Russ gonna work, because they're both ball dominant. Russ can't shoot the field. Bron need the ball in his hand all the time. Russ need the ball in his hand to be effective. I just don't see how that dynamic is gonna work. And it go. I mean, I hear a lot of people say there's not enough basketballs on the floor, but like it kind of makes sense. Like I just don't see like guys that Bron is one with. They don't necessarily need the ball in their hand. Like at least they can shoot the ball a lot better than Russell Westbrook. Like some of them driving kicks that Bron is making, Russ going right back into that gap because he can't shoot the ball. Like he's not Kyrie. Like Bron had Kyrie. Kyrie can create, he can score at all three levels. Russ just can't score at all three levels like Kyrie can. So I just don't see how between them two and then AD going like this, bro. I just don't see them working, and I don't see them being higher than like y'all said top 3. I don't even see them at like top. I don't think they're gonna be better than Golden State next year. I don't think they're gonna be better than Denver healthy.
Denver.
Clippers. Like it's a lot of teams
Dallas.
in that mix. I'm like, yeah, like it's a lot of teams in that mix. I just don't see them 3 staying together too much longer.
So let me ask you this, T. What do you think that phone call was about? Because sources have it that they all huddled up.
I mean,
on that 3-way call, they all like, okay, I see that this Kyrie trade is not going to work out. We got to figure something out. I mean, we're going to be here. We might as well try. You know what I'm saying?
I think the phone call was about them locking in on this season, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I think they were saying like how Russ, AD, and Bron, they got on the phone and was talking about how they're going to lock in because I guess Kyrie, they got no chance on them. So they might as well lock in and try to at least try to get it done this season and try to at least make playoffs. But like TJ said, I don't see them being top 3.
Yeah, like I feel like they're gonna be
around 7 or 8.
First round exit.
Yeah,
Is that a good year for them? Is that a good year for them? Can I show that? Is that a good year? First round exit.
I'm really trying
first
to
round exit.
Like,
is that a good year?
It's not
for them.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Any team with LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Russ Westbrook on it is not a good year with the first round exit.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I see as their ceiling, though. I don't see them getting past the first round.
You don't think they can do that at all?
Look, in my opinion, I believe in LA. I think they can make some noise with this new coach, Darvin Ham. Like he's even given that positivity towards Russell Westbrook. He said, let's not act like Russell Westbrook is not one of the best point guards that ever played the game. Like he was speaking highly of him, which is something that Russell didn't have this past year.
And Frank, yep.
Now, if they came together on that phone call, they had to have figured something out. I mean, you got one of the greatest players that ever played the game on your team. So let me ask y'all this. What do you think? What do the Lakers have to do this season in order to be a top tier playoff contender? Because obviously it's not what they did last year.
Be healthy is the first thing.
But we've seen games when they had AD, Russell Westbrook, and LeBron.
But it gotta be a consistent health though. Yeah. They gotta play 20, 30, 40 games straight together.
So you look at that chemistry and what's the offensive game plan?
Absolutely, and it's not even the fact that obviously they gotta come with an offensive game plan, but it's just like you gotta get that chemistry going. I mean, even just like y'all said yourselves, like certain teams, it's gonna have chemistry. It's gonna be needed. Like so with these guys, looking at this past season and looking at we've seen flashes of what they can do together. Like just like Russ, when Bron was out those games, we seen flashes of how good Russ can play for LA. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen flashes of how good. And then Bron and AD just won the 2020 title in the bubble. So we've seen flashes of how good Bron and AD can play together. So it's just a matter of them putting all those pieces together and you feel me, and bringing to do something with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just the fact that like last season was a total disappointment. And like even the fact that the players themselves were talking on it and speaking on it, you know what I'm saying, trying to tell guys that, okay, keep that same energy, but they literally have to get in there and play games together. Like I need these guys to first 20, 30 games of the season, Russ, AD, and Bron got to all play. They have to in order for them to have a chance to go far in the postseason. That's what I see. That's the first thing I see. You know what I'm saying? Second is just them making it work. Because I don't think they've played enough games, you know what I'm saying? All three of them. Not even them, just the whole team, period. Like I don't think they played enough games with everybody active to to, you know what I'm saying, to go ahead and say, okay, we can't do this or we can do this. So that's just, that's how I look at it.
TJ, Russ still, he's most likely still going to be in LA. He had LeBron coming off year 19, averaging, what did he have? 38 and 6. 38 and 6.
Yes.
What does Russ have to do in order for this team to be a finals contender? Like what numbers?
So his numbers this past year actually weren't. They were bad, and like because we're so used to Russ playing at a high level. But if he wants to make this work, his numbers this year were cool. It's the inconsistency with the turnovers, some of his field goal percentage, his decision making. Like he got to be more sharp. He got to be a point guard on this ball club. He can't afford to be making all the mistakes. And then Bron playing at a high level, and then AD like inconsistent. Like he got to be Russ, like, and that's hard for him to do because that's what he's accustomed to doing. Like Russ been doing that since he been in the league. Like he playing 100 miles per hour. He gonna go get 30, 10, and 10, but he gonna play hard. Like he just gonna do everything. But he just gotta He gotta be a point guard. But he gotta control. He gotta have good 4 game, take care of the ball, knock down open shots when they're presented to him. He can't go in the lane, Bron kicking it to him, or AD kicking it to him, and he's shooting it off the side of the backboard, or he going in there trying to create something and throw another turnover. You understand what I'm saying? He just gotta be productive and efficient in his role.
That's my key right there, because the thing is, when Russell's by himself and he get 5 turnovers, he can cover that up with about 7 rebounds, with 9 assists, with 25 points. But now that he's not putting up those numbers, he has to be consistent in some area. Because if we want to be honest, Russ is one of those jack of all trades guys. But when you're on a team where you do have a superstar in Anthony Davis and a superstar in LeBron James, you got to find your niche. You have to find the area that you can excel in, and you have to be the best at it. That's the issue that Russ is having. If he can choose one side, it can't be rebounding because you got bigs. It can't be scoring because you got scored. It has to be passing and limiting the turnovers. If he can do that, if he can get about 7, 8 assists a game and limit his turnovers to about 2 or 3, it might be dangerous, because you know he's going to get us about 14, 15 points with those, at least 14, 15 points with those 7 assists. That's my take. Like I agree.
What he averaged this past year? He averaged 18, 7, and 7.
Yeah, 18, 7, 7.
18, 7, and 7.
That's not bad for a third option.
On about 44%, 45%.
See,
exactly.
I think his field goal was higher than his average career field goal. Yeah, it was. It actually was.
Which is crazy to me, because I feel like that was his worst basketball he's ever played in his life.
Yeah, that's crazy. He played 78 games too. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
34 minutes. Good God.
Yeah,
exactly. It's good until you look at those 3.8 turnovers. Yeah. Those 3.8 turnovers is when is really when you start saying like, okay, that's 4 possessions that we lost. That's at least 8 points, at most 12.
Mm-hmm.
He shot 30% from the trade ball,
and that's terrible. Out of 10 shots, you only make 3. On the team that already can't play that.
Isn't that higher than his career? His career average isn't that higher than his career average?
No,
it's not.
Wait,
his career
average
that's
31.
bad. I feel like it's bad. 31. I feel like it's only bad the way it is though, because it's highlighted on any team that you play with LeBron on. You got to be able to shoot the pill. Great basketball player. He just cannot shoot the pill. And that's okay, you know what I'm saying? Because he does other things great. Yeah. But it's not, like I said, front office is just not a good fit. That's just what I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to just
add. I feel you though.
Russ, I think his effort, we don't got to worry about his effort. We know he's going to give 110%. All he got to do is cut down on the turnovers and find his role, man. He do that, knock down some shots in there. I think he'll be all right.
Yeah. That's all he got. He got to hit his open shots, man. Like TJ said, he doesn't necessarily have to be that guy that makes his own shot. He has a playmaker on his team. He has one of the greatest players of all time. Again, like I said before, LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
He just has to hit that shot. And if you look at Russell Westbrook's game, he's more of a transitional player. If you try to stop him in a fast break, it's going to be very hard because he's very athletic. He's very fast. But the issue this past year is that the Lakers weren't getting stops. So they had to work in that half court set, which is where Russell Westbrook is not good. He's trying to work off that mid-range, that bank shot. He did not have that at all. They were losing possessions off of his aggressiveness in the half court set. He can't be aggressive in the half court. He has to look for that open shot. He has to get the ball to dish it down to AD. Like Buck said, that's where the chemistry come in. AD got to stay healthy. You get it down to AD, who's gonna stop him? It's hard to stop him.
Yeah.
Russ he got to be a playmaker, man. In my opinion, if he's a playmaker and he don't turn the ball over, the Lakers can go very far. They will be a scary team.
So they did pick up that dude from Syracuse, Cole Slider or something. So I think he'll help him out shooting that ball. They needed some shooters, man, because they didn't have none last year. So hopefully he can help them out shooting that ball.
And they still got THT, right?
Yeah, they picked up Lonnie.
Yeah, sure did.
I do like that pickup. I like that pickup a lot.
Good pickup.
Pick up a lot.
Did they keep Stanley Johnson? I didn't read up on that.
I hope they did.
They did.
Stanley gave them great minutes, in my opinion, man. He gave them great minutes.
Great minutes. Yep, sure did.
And Dwight Howard as well. Like,
they loaded.
This is my thing though, man. We talking about LA and they big three.
Mm.
I'm curious to know about the big threes in the league, period. Like, who is gonna make some noise this year? I know in Philly, we got James Harden, Joel Embiid. We don't know who they're gonna end up in this trade season, but right now they still got Therese Maxey. Can he be considered a piece of a big three the way he played the last couple of games of the season? Like, he was turning up for real. He was letting the league know, like, look, I'm in the NBA. I'm one of the greatest players in the world. I'm about to show y'all what I can do right now.
Nah, Tyrese is balling though.
Yeah, he really was.
Tyrese is definitely he's definitely the one. I feel that.
Tyrese is tough this year.
I think
That's gonna be tough.
I think
Sixers get them pieces. They might make some noise, right? Like, come on.
I don't got Tobias. He can get a bucket.
Tobias might get. I'm hearing trade talk on Tobias, but
Tobias might be. I ain't gonna lie. To get a better piece, you can trade Tobias. His trade value is not that low. He has a decent trade value.
Exactly.
He might get traded, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He might get. But
especially trying to get KD. They're trying to pick up KD. I think Tobias will be gone.
Bro, listen.
Probably might be gone too as well.
Before we even get to talking about the next topic, bro, KD, James Harden, and Joel Embiid, it might be the scariest big three I've heard in a long time. James Harden,
they all got something to prove.
KD and Philly wins a ring immediately.
Yeah, they win a ring. They win a ring. With James Harden as a playmaker, with a pick and roll with Embiid and KD on that wing, bro, there's no way you can guard that, bro.
They win a ring immediately.
I'm glad you said that, T. What does that do? What does that do for your offense? Because Kevin Durant has never played with a top tier big. He did have Serge Ibaka. The years he played with Serge was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
But I see what you're saying.
He wasn't one of the dominant bigs.
Yeah,
if you put him on a team with a top tier big like Jokic or Joel Embiid or like who else is a top tier big? Christian Wood, something like that. Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
What does that do for your offense? Like, how much does that open up the floor that you have a big that can dominate on the block?
Because then if you try, you can't double on anybody. A lot of teams now, when they see that there's one or two guys and one guy's off, it's like, okay, I'm gonna double down, or we're gonna cheat over. try to make another guy beat us. You can't do that with James Harden, KD, and Embiid.
Yeah. That's one thing. That's one thing that
With
that's
shooters
true.
on your team. With
Because
shooters.
it's like it's just the fact that it's like perfectly spread out. Because that way when you get KD, basically with Philly, that way when you get KD, obviously you don't have Tobias anymore. You're looking at a 1-3-5 spread of top tier guys, of guys that are gonna do whatever. So you're looking at James at the 1, boom.
Yeah.
You're looking at KD at the 3, boom. Now you're looking at Embiid at the 5. So
and then Embiid can stretch.
exactly. So now
The floor's gonna be spaced.
with
They're
your
not
point
clogging
guard,
up.
with your point guard as James Harden and your 3 as KD. Now this lets you go. This lets you go screen and roll or screen and pop with either your 3 or your 5. Now you go over there and do a screen and roll with Embiid, and you got KD over here just coasting on the side waiting for watch what he doing. Oh, James Harden read. There's nothing they can do because KD's man is shook. He can't watch Harden.
Yeah.
Boom.
Like, I'm thinking about a ball screen action with them, bro. Just a simple screen and roll with a field with KD on the wing is crazy, bro.
Simple. Now, boom, flip flop it. You can screen and roll with KD. Harden can get the ball and KD can go screen for him. Now, boom. Now Embiid's sitting that block, or he's sitting that elbow, and now Embiid man shook. Now he like,
because all the league is
because it's like that KD gonna do what he want, and then you can turn around and have KD running the screen and roll with Embiid. And now what you gonna do?
And then you got to think about Maxey's KD on
That's true. That's
corner.
true too.
right.
Right.
KD and Philly is crazy.
KD, that's bad. It gets bad if KD goes to Philly.
It gets bad and for the whole league if KD ends up with Philly with Embiid and James Harden.
That's bad.
What about KD and Phoenix, Book and CP? What about that? What y'all think on that?
See, well, in Phoenix, I'm not gonna say he has a dominant big, but when you look at a player like what's my man name that just got signed there from the Pacers?
Miles Turner. He didn't end up signing.
Nobody got Turner.
Miles Turner is not a guy. Miles Turner is not a guy they're gonna say, okay, give Miles Turner on the block.
He didn't go. They matched Aiden.
They matched Aiden.
You know what I'm saying? But
they matched Aiden.
Exactly. Miles.
No, I'm saying they matched Aiden. Aiden's still there.
Miles,
Aiden's still there.
He never left.
Yeah, they matched him.
Yeah.
They matched it.
Well, let's just say I'm in this aspect. I mean, Ayton can stretch the floor a little bit. He's not a better 3-point shooter than Miles Turner, but he still can hit that mid range. You know what I'm saying? Like if you put KD in that type of environment where he has a big man that can stretch the floor and also work on the block, it's gonna create some serious issues. I feel like one of the main reasons why KD was struggling against the Boston in that series is because we could double down. They didn't have a lot of shooters out there. Joe Harris was hurt. Bruce Brown can hit the 3, but he's not a prolific 3-point shooter. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if he was driving and they did a screen and roll with JT involved, and then you got Al Horford down on the block, JT really can go over the top of the screen, force him down to Al Horford. Al Horford doesn't have to worry about a 3-point shot because they have no shooters. They have no shooters like that. Only other guy that really was hitting the 3 like that was Kyrie Irving. But you put him in a situation where that big can pick and pop, that creates the issue right there. Because who did we have this year? Andre Drummond? He's not going to pop at all. He better not pop, or we just going to sit there and look at him like he's crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
but y'all seen when they put Blake Griffin in the game, I think Blake hit like 2 threes back to back.
Yeah,
yeah.
It made the defense think like, oh, wait a minute, okay, we gotta pop out here. We can't just double down like we usually were doing. Somebody got to get out on the perimeter because this big can actually hit the 3. He was giving them good minutes on the offensive side. You put KD in that type of situation, man, it's gonna be trouble for somebody. It's gonna be a lot of trouble.
It might average 100 a game. That team,
that team, be more than that.
Game, I'm sorry, it's gonna be real tough to stop them.
It's gonna be it's gonna be more than that. I promise you. I promise you.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got. Let me see. Philly was a big three. I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think that we can sleep on the Miami Heat this year.
They gotta get another scorer, Jordan.
Yeah,
that's my
piece
only
away.
thing with them. They
one piece
one
away.
piece. They one piece like another reliable scoring threat from being like, okay, like
But
Miami got smoked.
This my thing though. Can we really count out Victor Oladipo this year?
Yes, because I'm not gonna say count him out, but he's not the same guy. It's not the same Vic we
Not the
were
same
accustomed
guy.
to before.
He's not the same guy. He's definitely not the
It's not
same
the
guy.
same. It's not the same Vic. That's the only reason I'm saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you. Even with it's gonna be tough, man. Like I with the Heat, I feel like they are in a situation where they're trying to figure out whether they need to go ahead and pay Hero and keep him for the long haul, or try to find somebody else. Because in my opinion, I'm gonna be honest. If I had to choose between Hero and Oladipo, the way Oladipo has been productive this past playoff series and the tail end, I might have to go with Vic. I might have to team him up with
I don't know.
Bam and Jimmy. I feel like that right there because Vic plays defense. He showed that in that series. You know, Tyler Hero can't play defense at all. He can't
but
guard a
you gotta look at this. Vic, I'm not gonna say Vic is fucked up, but he's not the same Vic. And then you gotta realize Tyler Hero is young, and we all see what he could do on a high stage, like the NBA Finals in 2020. He showed up. He didn't have that series. They just didn't win. But you gotta take into account Vic is getting older. Tyler Hero is still young, so I would say you want to keep him because he won 6 years.
He
Come
is
on,
young,
give you 20.
yeah.
That's fact.
Yeah, that is true.
It's terrible. So I'll keep Tyler before Vic.
Fact.
So look, check this. So we recently had Kendrick Perkins talking on y'all know Perk likes to talk. Yeah, and his latest rant was about how Curry is better all time than Kobe Bryant. So we're gonna have to get into that. Because that's
super hot.
That's a take.
That puts. So listen, in y'all top players of all time, Kobe's where on your list? He's top 5.
I'll be real. Respectfully, man. Personally, I think that all time Kobe, he's probably 10. He's probably 10.
10?
He might be 10
Chris.
on my list. On my list, he might be at 10.
10?
Cause I mean, he do got 5 rings. He does have 5 rings. Kobe, outstanding, second greatest shooting guard all time. But 5 rings, we cannot act like Shaq won't in that finals acting a donkey, averaging 30 and 15, 16 with the backpack on. Like, let's be real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
you're right.
He's at 10.
So
Partially for that.
That's tough.
So I need to know your top 5 then, Chris.
I need to know your top 5, Chris. Because Kobe's in my 5. I'm gonna just be honest.
Yeah, Kobe
he is in my 5.
Kobe might be at like 5 though.
6.
He might be like 5. Yeah. But he's 5.
I need to know your top 5, Chris. In order. I need in order.
In order.
My order.
Ooh, Kobe might be
top 5. We all know the GOAT. That's a debate I'm tired of having. Mike is number 1. Mike is number 1.
Okay.
Mike
Okay.
Is number 1.
We can all agree on that one.
Brian, you got Brian at 2.
It wasn't until this past championship he got that he was at 2. But Brian is now at 2, above Kareem. I have him above Kareem.
Okay, that's fair.
Next, after that, I really have to put Magic up there for the simple fact that he really was one. Listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Had there been no Magic, we wouldn't be looking at players like Bron. We wouldn't be seeing big guards out there like we see today. You know what I'm saying? So for that reason, then of course I'm gonna put Shaq. I'll put Shaq at 5. That's my top 5 all time. My top 5.
You didn't.
Who was 3? Who was 3?
Yeah.
Kareem.
Okay.
Dang, that's
Kareem.
a hot top 5, Chris, all time.
So then, wait. So Chris, do you agree with the take? So I'm saying, if you got Kobe at 10, do you agree that Steph is above him all time?
Nah.
So Steph is not even
now.
in your
When
top
I
10.
say anywhere, this is a conversation I've been wanting to have with the chat too. I feel like everybody's top 5 around the same like couple players. Everybody got pretty much the same top 5, but in that like 6 to 10 area, I feel like you can move stuff around based on like what's been happening this past couple of seasons. I think. Well, you know what? I think I got Steph at 10 now. Steph is at 10 now, but I would put Kobe at. He'd be at 9 now. I think that Kobe, he has to stay in, but somebody's booted out for Steph. I do know that after this season. Somebody in that 6 to 10 range is booted out for Steph. I do know that.
Okay. Yeah. But I'm gonna be honest though, I got Kobe way higher than 9 though. I'm gonna keep it gangster with you.
Yeah.
He's
definitely
higher
than 9,
bro.
So I man.
Like he was literally Jordan 2.0, to be real.
Okay.
I
mean, I can see that. I can see that.
He got 5 rings. Now, granted, he had Shaq for 3 of them. Shaq was ODing.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't discredit the other 2. I mean, we can't really discredit the 3 either, because I mean, he was carrying, but Kobe ain't do his part in them 3 rings. I don't know Kobe's numbers in.
No, he definitely did.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't really say Shaq put the backpack on if Kobe ain't really do his thing. That's like saying, like somebody like we're gonna use this since we're talking about Steph and KD. KD was killing them 2 Finals MVP years, right or wrong.
Yeah.
Steph was still putting up.
Yeah.
Steph was still putting up solid numbers, even though KD got 2 Finals MVP, and I feel like Steph could have got the 2018 one, me personally. But I mean, KD was killing, but Steph still held his own. So I don't know what Kobe's numbers was looking like. But
So
for me, I got Kobe at 5.
So I got an interesting question for you then, TJ, if you're gonna say that.
Okay.
So if you have Steph at 5, is he better or worse than Tim Duncan? All things considered.
No. I don't have Steph at 5. I said I have Kobe at 5. I don't have Steph at 5.
Okay.
I got Kobe at 5. Steph is like 8, 9. He's like 8 or 9. He's creeping up on Magic. We'll get into that discussion later. No, I actually think I got him past Magic right now, to be honest. Might be a little biased.
That's respectable.
But you know what I'm saying? But I got Steph is in that top 10 now, in my opinion. But he's after Kobe. Kobe's like 5. Put Steph like 8, 9.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all boys. I don't have Curry over Kobe yet. But I mean, but at the same time, I'm not gonna sit here and say that that's such an outlandish take. You feel me? That he has Curry over Kobe. But I mean, at the same time, while I don't have it, it's just the fact that Curry is like Curry. When you look at Curry, I feel like when people look at Curry's legacy or career, like it's more based off impact, like than career. Like it's more based off impact, like how the impact he had, or like the way he did this, or like you feel me, just the way he did stuff, but like and the impact he had on the stuff he did. So like or the teams he was a part of. You know what I'm saying? So it's like because it's just like. Without Steph, like the Warriors wouldn't be the Warriors, like just without drafting stuff.
They really would.
Golden State's not Golden State. So it's just the fact that like it's just the way he just brought himself up, you know what I'm saying? The way his career has evolved, the way he's evolved as a player. It's just like he's on some dude's Mount Rushmore. So it's like you can't be mad at somebody, but at the same time it's not ideal. It's not something you'd expect off top, you know what I'm saying, off gate, because it's Kobe at the same time. It's still Kobe.
Can I ask you a question though?
Yeah.
Good.
So if Steph gets another ring, is he above Kobe then with another Finals MVP?
You said if he gets 5 with 2 finals MVPs.
Yes.
That's the same thing that Kobe got. That's the same thing
as Kobe. The exact same thing.
This
identical.
This is my thing, man. And y'all all know me to hate on Steph. It's not really hating. I just know that he can't really play defense like that. But the fact that he played defense this finals, it kind of put things into perspective for me. If you look at Steph, man, the way that he plays, the way that he finishes, the way that he passes, the way that he shoots, the way that he wins, it's hard not to put him past Kobe. Kobe used to take 100 shots a game and only make 30. But the fashion that he made it and the spotlight that he made it in, everybody was all like, oh man, this guy Kobe is great. This guy Kobe is this, he's that, which he was. However, majority of the time, he was taking majority of the shots.
That's a big part too, Jordan. I do agree with you there. He did take a lot of shots.
If you look at Kobe's field goal percentage for his career, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he's under 40%.
I'm gonna look. I don't know if it's that low though.
No, I don't know. Yeah,
that's real low.
That's real low.
I'm just say this.
Kobe Bean.
I feel like when it's all said and done for Steph, then maybe we could have that debate on if Steph is over Kobe. To me, I think when it's all said and done, Steph will be over him. I feel like Steph got 2 more rings and another Finals MVP. So that's what that would put him over Kobe. So right now, I don't want to get
Kobe.
But when it's all said and done, I feel like Steph will pass him because Steph. You got
Jordan.
It was 45%.
Yeah, it was 45. Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's 45.
Yeah,
I'm about to say below 40 is low for Kobe Bean. And he averaged 25 for his career.
It was definitely 45%.
That's good though. I mean, he's putting the ball in the basket, but I feel like this is definitely nitpicking. I'm not gonna be oblivious to that. But if there was one thing I would point out about Kobe's game is that he, you know what I'm saying, the field goal percentage was not great all the time. You know what I'm saying? But that's what you're gonna get with some of the elite scorers of the game. So
do y'all consider y'all consider that? I'm not saying it's bad, but you just said he averaged 25 a game. He also averages 20 shots a game.
Dang.
Is that
he's shooting on a 45% clip though? Yeah. Now look. We just when a guy's shooting sub 50, like in the 40, he's shooting above 45%, bro. He's putting that ball in the basket. If we're thinking about basketball terms, so that means in 20 shots, he makes 9 of them, almost 10. He 1 away from 10.
Yeah,
9 for 20 for 25. You go, no, that's not a bad night. That's not a great night, but it's not a bad one. Me personally, if I got 25 or 9-20, I had a decent night. I was out there getting to it. Mm-hmm. Now we've seen guys. Yeah. We've seen some guys score the ball more efficiently, like Kevin Durant's, like Stephen Curry's, like Michael Jordan's. You know what I'm saying? They do it at a very efficient rate. But Kobe, the way Kobe's game was, bro, he took a lot of shots, a lot of high volume shots, like very difficult shots. Like some shots you like, why did Kobe even shoot that? Yeah. But it was Kobe's mentality, like, bro, you're not gonna tell me when I can't shoot the ball. Like I'm Kobe Bryant. Like this ball's going up when I feel like it. You know what I'm saying? That was just his mentality. Like I'm gonna take every shot I can get because I'm just Kobe Bean Bryant. Like I don't care if it's a good shot or bad shot. If you have something to say about it, oh well. Like that was just cold though.
That's true. I hear you.
It was at the same time. Shots.
At the same time, you got Curry. Now you know this is something. If I'm defending Curry, y'all know this is something. At the same time, you got Curry averaging 24 for his career, off of 17 shots, shooting 47% from the field.
But look, we're talking about the greatest shooter of all time too, though. So that goes into it a little bit. Like he
field goal percentage goes for both 3-point and 2-point goals.
But look, how many threes is he taking in them 17 shots?
Don't he average 6 for his career? 6 threes a game?
God,
6 threes made?
No, he doesn't. He averages. He averages 4.
4 threes a game?
4 for 9 from 3. That's right below. That's about 45%.
From the tray ball line.
So he averages 4 threes a game?
Made.
From inside the arc. From inside the arc, he's averaging 58%.
Twos?
That's daggone near 60. That's ridiculous.
From inside the arc, he's averaging 58% versus Kobe's 48.
That's 2K numbers right there.
That's crazy.
That's
outrageous.
Kobe's 3-point percentage is 33%.
What?
Wow.
I'm not making this up. I'm looking right here.
Yeah, I know. But Steph is so efficient. Like,
yeah.
He's so efficient, bro. Like, when he has an off night, it's like, bro, like, what is going on, man? Like, he's off tonight. Because we've seen Steph go for 45 on 16 shots.
Whole time. He got 25.
Steph assists is at 6.5. Kobe's is at 4.7.
That's
I think Steph is a better playmaker than Kobe.
When it's all said and done, Steph gonna be over Kobe.
He's a better playmaker, right?
I think Steph's a better playmaker than Kobe.
He's a better scorer. Can we say he's a better scorer?
No. I can't go that far yet. No. I can't go that far yet. No, because Kobe. Listen,
the ball in the basket.
What Kobe lacked with Steph's trade ball, Kobe has like mid range and below. He's midi. He's back to the basket. He's face up. Footwork is impeccable. Yeah. Like athleticism, finish around the rim. Yeah, Kobe had all that. Inside the trade ball line, Kobe had it all. Now the trade ball line, he was a little streaky. But inside that trade ball line, Kobe get to it, bro. He got all that, bro.
If you're looking at a variety of ways that Kobe can score, then yeah, it's Kobe. But in my opinion, Steph's floater is unguardable.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
That's inside the arc. Steph get inside the arc, and he see that big coming up, and he floated up. It's going to go inside that basket.
Yeah, but I understand that. But look though, Steph's floater, Kobe is monkey dunking it, putting the ball in his neck and dunking the jump. And Kobe has you know what I'm saying? So that's the equivalent. Like Steph's floater is Kobe like dunking the ball. Like we've seen Kobe go in there and dunk on 2-3 heads. Like, oh snap, head tap. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. That's what I would give Kobe the edge in scoring, unless Steph just gets like a what else? I don't know what else Steph needs offensively. Maybe if he gets like a post game, which I don't see him doing.
It seems like Steph has to be more athletic.
Yeah, which he doesn't have
because Kobe has the edge. Kobe has the edge on defense. He has the edge on athleticism. We all know.
Another thing Steph does better than Kobe, besides shooting, he handles it way better than Kobe did.
Yeah,
definitely
handles it way better than Kobe, and he definitely play makes better, like creates for his teammates. Mm-hmm. So, I guess we will have to go off accolades because now Steph is actually a decent rebounding guard,
and that.
But yeah, go ahead, Chris. What was you about to say?
I was gonna say if it's off accolades, then it's Kobe by a landslide. It's still like a Hall of Fame career that's separated too.
Yeah, see, he
got a ring, a Finals MVP. Think Kobe was like 12-time first team All Defense, something like that. First team All Defense.
He locked up. Kobe locked up.
That's the margin.
Kobe used to sit defense.
Yeah, 12-time first team All NBA defense. Yeah, I think it was.
Hold on.
He's sick.
Yeah, commonly
he was. Oh my God, he was 12-time All Defensive, 15 All NBA.
Insane.
18 All-Star.
It's ridiculous.
Insane.
That's insane.
It's ridiculous, man.
2-time scoring champ.
Honestly, I'ma be honest with y'all, man. Honestly, I'm looking at it from a standpoint of the generation that's coming up. I'm a school teacher, 3rd grade. Everybody don't know about Kobe. If I shoot a chicken sandwich in a trash can and I say Kobe, they're gonna be like, Kobe. About 2 or 3 students gonna know what that is. But if I say Curry, the whole class gonna know what's up.
Yeah.
This generation that's coming up, they gonna look at Curry like, and it kind of got me thinking like, dang, who does this generation go to? Does it go to LeBron? Does it go to Kobe? Does it go to Curry? When you're looking at this generation coming up, man, they might say Curry, and that holds a lot of weight. It holds a lot of weight, man.
It does.
I think that's important to think about.
I'll say they say that because of play style. Curry, I guess his game, it would suit more kids now, shooting threes, dribbling. Bron, he wants to play make, can put it in the basket. Kids now, they're not worried about it. They worry about shooting threes and being flashy on that. So that's why I think Curry will have the edge, but they don't actually watch and know what.
Cam, that's the thing. Like, that's really the whole key of this whole argument. How do we judge? Which basketball era do we use to judge who's better? Do we use right nows? Because if we use right now, I'm taking Curry without a question. Because all people want to do now is shoot threes.
Yeah, exactly.
But if we're talking about the 2000s, if we're talking about when we was coming up and you actually had to play defense on the other guy that's coming down court, I'm taking Kobe. There's different styles of play. You see what I'm saying? Like, how?
Yeah. So then, I'm gonna be devil's advocate. So then you wouldn't use that. You would use their prime. You would use Kobe in his prime, whenever that was, and then you would use Steph's prime whenever that is. Which, to be honest, Steph's prime is 16 to what now? Is his prime longer than Kobe? I don't know what y'all consider Kobe's prime.
Yeah, I don't either.
That unanimous MVP year was very ridiculous. I'm just
oh my god!
But Jordan, this is the thing though. Me personally, I don't even think that's. I like 21 Steph. Pandemic averaging 32. Better than 16 Steph.
That's a tough year too. Yeah,
he had a crazy year that year. His month of April was insane, bro. He averaged like 45. It was crazy. That was just me though. 21 Steph was a little bit better than 16 Steph because he was a little stronger too. So that might have been what it was.
That's fact.
But so you would estimate that off their primes, in my opinion.
So let me ask y'all, man. Looking into this new era of basketball with the long range shooting. You know, I feel like players are getting overlooked that are 2 ways nowadays. If we could redraft the class from last year with Cade and Scotty Barnes and Wagner and all those guys, who were you taking to lead your team? Who would
be one pick? You saw it for the Pistons?
Who would be your top pick? I'm not looking for picks that fit the team. I'm speaking of the guys that are going to make the most noise in the next couple of years when they hit their prime. Who is going to be the absolute best?
If I'm Detroit, if I'm Detroit, I'm making the same decision them boys made originally.
Okay, I'm going Cade.
I'm going Cade because I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I'm going Cade, Jordan. I'm gonna tell you why I'm going Cade.
Okay.
Out of that class, the top 5 went. Cade, if I'm not mistaken, the top 5 went. Cade.
I'm about to tell you, but
Jay Green,
Evan Mobley, Scotty, and Jay Suggs was 5.
Jay Suggs was 5. Okay, so look, out of that 5,
boy.
Now that's a loaded top 5.
Draft class, boy.
Top 5.
So out of that 5,
I got a hot take for the top 5 though, but go ahead.
I bet. Now look, out of that 5, mind you, out of that 5, the only big in that 5 is what, Mobley?
Evan Mobley at the he
Mobley's
was
on his
four, right?
So boom.
Yeah.
So boom. Now besides Mobley, Kate Cunningham is the biggest guy in that five, and including Mobley. Kate Cunningham came in the draft as the most NBA ready guy, the most NBA ready body. You feel me? He was that guy. Now Kate is a point guard. Kate is 6'8", 225, and he does it all. We really was calling him basically Ben Simmons with a jumper. You feel me? Like Ben Simmons type guy with a jumper. He can do it all. Really uber athletic. Like, you know what I'm saying? He really does it. So he does what he does everything. And he came in and did exactly what he did in high school, exactly what he did at Oklahoma State. Just run the show and show that he's really that guy. He's gonna do it all and all three levels. He's gonna get his guys involved. He's gonna rebound. He's gonna bang down there. He's gonna score. He's gonna do it all. And he basically showed that he showed me. I don't know about y'all, but Cade showed me that he's a all-star. He's an NBA all-star. He's gonna be that guy.
He has that ceiling. He has that.
Yeah. So I don't know about the guy, but I'm Detroit made the perfect decision in that draft. I don't think they made any mistakes with that first pick.
Yeah, I'm going Cade 1 without a shadow of a doubt in that draft. Now the next few picks might shake up a little bit, but Cade at 1 is pretty cemented to me. Cade at 1.
I think considering everybody, it sounds like everybody got Cade at 1. If I'm not mistaken. So I think only thing I would change, I think the Rockets should have went ahead and picked up Evan Mobley because he balled out in Cleveland this year. I think he should have went 2.
You think Evan should have went 2?
I think he should have went 2. I do. Just looking at what he did this past season. People don't look at it, but I feel like he was a large part of the Cavs' success this past season. I don't feel like anybody was expecting him to come in and make an impact the way that he did immediately. But he really had a great season for the Cavs.
So you can put Evan Mobley. Well, you know what I did say, not looking at how they would fit with the team, but just overall. Okay.
We're basically just going off of the way their production this past year, how they played, right? And not the actual fit of the team.
I got you.
Okay. So Cade was going, but so you said Evan 2, Chris?
Yeah, I got Evan at 2.
Is anybody else not taking JG at 2?
I'm not taking JG at 2.
Who you taking at 2?
I'm taking Scotty.
I'm taking Scotty at 2.
Scotty at 2. Scotty had a great year, bro.
I'm taking Scotty at 2.
And he was rookie of the year this year. And then that's speaking volumes on Cade Cunningham's potential and his ceiling because we just gave the rookie of the year at 2. That's how good Cunningham could really be.
But this is my thing, man. And I know I already know y'all gonna disagree. I got Scotty at 1. The reason why I got Scotty at 1, man, is because I believe that he is more versatile than Cade. When I speak of versatility, I'm not just speaking of offense. I'm speaking of a well-rounded player, somebody that you can depend on to cover all facets of the game. That is Scotty Barnes. If you need a guy to go in there and get you some boards, Scotty Barnes. Need you a guy to go in and score? Scotty Barnes. Need you a guy to go in there and play make? Scotty Barnes. Need you a guy to go in there and rebound? Scotty Barnes. Need you a guy to go in and play defense? Scotty Barnes.
He does a lot of things well.
Covers all facets of the game, and we all saw that, which I think people sleep on greatly. We all saw that when Fred VanVleet went out when he was injured. What did he hurt? His ankle, right? It was his ankle?
Yeah, something like that. His ankle or something.
When he went out, y'all do know that Scotty Barnes played point guard, right?
Yeah, he has that capability. We saw that at Mount Vernon.
He was playing. He was exactly TJ because you.
He played point guard in Florida State.
Exactly. When
he played the one in Florida State as well.
Yes, sir. When VanVleet went out, Scotty Barnes took up at that PG position, and he was playing Great.
Great.
We saw Siakam getting numbers that we have never seen before during a regular season. I think his averages went from like 19 to 24 just like that because Scotty was running that point.
Yeah.
They slept on that, man.
But I know this is off topic, but bro, Scotty, Cade, Moses Moody, and Day'Ron
That's
Sharp
crazy. And that's crazy.
all played on
that's
the same
crazy.
high school team,
And that's
bro.
crazy. And that's crazy.
What,
that's
bro?
Crazy, bro.
I know that's off topic, but that's insane. They had another guy. Who's the fifth?
It was Day'Ron.
No, he said Day'Ron. He said Day'Ron.
I said Day'Ron, Cade, Moses Moody.
They had Derek.
And they had Caleb Houston. That's off topic, but I'm sorry. That high school team is insane, bro.
What are you supposed to do? What do you do as an opposing coach? What do you say? All right,
you don't get beat by 50.
Lock in on Cade. Double down on Cade. Whatever he does, you get the ball to Day'Ron Sharp. What you go?
Get the ball to Scotty.
That's insane. I know that was off topic, but that's crazy, bro. That high school team, bro, they beat everybody. Their margin of victory that year was like 38. Okay. They ran through high school. I swear to God, y'all can look it up right now. Their margin of victory was like 38.
Yeah, no, it was. Now look, Jordan, I'm gonna go off what you said. Now I'm gonna go off what you said. I'm not, and I'm not saying you're wrong because Scotty absolutely deserved that Rookie of the Year, and he absolutely is a great player. Now, he does cover all facets of the game, but I'm gonna go out with saying, when you need scoring, I don't think Scotty can be the first scoring option on a winning team. I don't think he can do that. Now that's one thing. That's just as a fact. Like
not right now.
I'm not gonna push it to the fact that he's saying that he's a Draymond type scorer because he's definitely not. But it's just the fact that he has a Draymond type impact. Like he does. He has a Draymond type impact, and so he's gonna impact the game. Like you said, he's gonna impact every facet of the game. Absolutely, he's gonna score. But I just don't see him as being like, all right, Scotty, all right, Fred is out, so you got to get 30 tonight. Like this is you have to go get. We're gonna give you the ball. You got to go score. Now, boom. I don't see him as being that type of guy at any point in his career. I see him as being literally this guy is going to boom as a career averages of somewhere a career average around the way of 16, 10, and 8. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Yeah, something like that. It's just the fact that a very impactful dude, but it's just at the same time, I wouldn't blame any team for taking that at number 1 in the draft just because that's so, you feel me? That's so valuable. But at the same time, I'm still gonna take Cade, but it's just everything you said was right. It's just the fact that the only thing Cade has over him, and that I see, Cade is he can be the first option on the team. Yeah. We saw that when those guys played together in high school. Cade was the guy. Or even though they were loaded with all those talent, Cade was the guy, and it's just that has carried on since he's been in every level he's been at Oklahoma State, and him being number 1 pick. And it's just. Yeah, he's just that guy that's just really gonna take his team and tell you like, yeah, this is me. Like I'm about to do what I got to do. I got this. Give me the ball. Feel me? But that's just how I feel about it. I just feel Cade is another one of those generational type of, you know what I'm saying, talents that you don't come across too often. You know what I'm saying?
He's ridiculous. But wait, so I said Scotty 2. Jordan, who's your 2 then? If you got Scotty at 1, you gonna put Cade at 2, or you gonna go a different route?
Nah, I gotta go Cade, man. But y'all did name a name that I was kind of skeptical about, and that was Jalen Green. If you look at Jalen Green in his last month of basketball, I think he was averaging about 28, 30 points. But this is the thing about the last month of basketball. You know I'm the black sheep. If you ask me who had a better last month of basketball between Jalen Green and another rookie by the name of Davion Mitchell, I'm going with Davion Mitchell. People sleep on him, man. Davion Mitchell was playing both sides of the ball all year long. And when you seen him getting more playing time, and he showed the world what he could do on both sides of the ball, man, look, Davion is going to be something special. It's those two-way guys. It's those two-way guys. If you two-way, you can work on your offense. You can work on your shot. As long as you got that three-point shot, you good, and you can excel in defense. But when you a player like Davion Mitchell and you can finish and you can pass and you can rebound and you can play defense, that's scary. When you got a guy that can come down and give you a bucket, but you can't score on him, that's very scary. That's very – how you going to get in his head? What you going to say? I'm about to pull up. As soon as I cross half court, I'm about to pull right here. Davion like, no, you're not, because I'm going to be on you as soon as you touch the ball.
So you got Davion.
I got Davion at 3. I got Davion at 3. Right behind Cade Cunningham.
You got him over Evan?
I got him over Evan right now. It's a hot take.
That's hot take right there.
It's a hot take, man. But I really believe if you put Davion in a good situation, man, and he is an NCAA champion, that may not seem a lot in the NBA, but I promise you, it holds weight. Look at Malcolm Brogdon. Matter of fact, if I had to compare Davion Mitchell to somebody, it really would be around that Malcolm Brogdon area. Two-way player. He can score, he can pass. You're not looking for him too much on the offensive side. You're not looking for him too much on the defensive side, but he can do both of it. He's just going to come up and show you, like, look, I'm in the game. I'm about to do whatever you need me to do. He got that heart. He got that drive. I got him 3. Then I got Evan, and then I got Jalen Green.
You got Jalen at 5?
I got Jalen at 5.
That's tough, Jordan.
I got Jalen at 5.
Tough. The last part, his product of work in the last month, that month of, I think it was April or May, man, he was hooping, man. I don't know if I can put Jalen at 5, bro.
He was getting about 30. He was getting about 30 a game.
Oh, man, look. After Cade, I got Scotty and then Evan. I might have to go Jalen right there after him. And then I'm gonna surprise y'all at 5. I might go Josh Giddey.
Yes, that's not a surprise though.
That's not a bad pick either.
Josh Giddey had a solid year, bro.
That 5 part is really tough because somebody can throw Franz Wagner in there and have a good argument for him. I promise you,
Franz is in that 6-7 range though. He's gonna be one of them guys. Franz had a really good year.
Trying to tell you,
Orlando was bad, but he had a good year.
They can have a good argument.
His year was better than Jalen Suggs' year.
Somebody can come in that's a Pelicans fan that has watched every game and be like, look, you're not about to put these guys over Herbert Jones like he ain't come in and lock up at the 2 guard all season long because Herbert had a great season. And when he came into the league, he was not a prolific three-point shooter, but he worked on his game. And that's a scary part. If you can see him go from somebody that you can leave open on the wing, and when he get in the NBA, you are like, okay, scouting report says we got to step out. He's about 43% from this left corner. We can't leave him open no more. We got CJ McCollum to worry about on this pick and roll. We got Brandon Ingram. You got Zion coming back in.
Did you say Herb Jones was a 2?
Herb Jones played the 2. He did.
He did.
Herb Jones played the 4. Herb Jones played the 4.
Herbert Jones was a 2. Then it was Brandon Ingram. Then it was Jackson Hayes.
Herb Jones played the 4. Jackson Hayes did not start, Jordan.
They had Devontae Graham and CJ McCollum.
Jackson Hayes did not start, Jordan. Jackson Hayes did not start.
Jordan, Herbert Jones didn't put a 2 at Alabama.
He didn't even play the 2 at Alabama.
He definitely didn't play the 2 at
Alabama. He didn't even play the 2 in college. He didn't even play the 2 in college, Jordan. He played the 4 for the Pelicans.
I don't know where you getting that 2 from.
Jordan just loves defenders, bro. But bro,
so I'm gonna ask y'all a question.
And first of all, hold on, before you say that, Chris, Herbert Jones was picked like number 35 in the draft. There's no way he shoots into the lottery.
No way.
Yeah, no way. Yeah, why would you say that?
Y'all sleep on Herbert, man.
There's no way he shoots. There's no way he shoots into the lottery. Absolutely not. Now, Herbert Jones plays power forward for New Orleans Pelicans this season.
He might not see the floor. He might not. He's not going to start next year.
He's not going to start next year because Zion's back.
Big Z's back.
Yeah, he's not. How tall is Herbert? Like 6'7"?
Like 6'7".
Yeah, he's a tall fella.
He's not. He's definitely not no 2 guard. I don't know. Yeah, come on now.
Herb is 6'8", 210 pounds.
And you gonna slide him way
Exactly. He's not no 2 guard.
You're gonna slide him in the lottery.
I'm telling you, he was playing when Jackson Hayes was in the game. He was playing the 2. Chris Duarte
from the Pacers, man.
He's solid too, man. But
I watched a couple of games of him, man. He has a great pace. He got a great
Chris
pace
Duarte.
Game, man.
Chris Duarte
all the way around.
Shoots into the high lottery.
He shoots in the 10 range.
He's over 10 range.
Look, this is who's before him at 12, 11, and 10. Primo from Bama.
I don't know why he drafted so high.
Boot Knight was a bucket at UConn, but he didn't get no tick this year. Boot Knight, and then Zaire Williams.
Now see that. Now see Josh Primo. Now see Josh Primo was Herbert Jones's teammate at Alabama.
Yes.
Now, and he went what 11?
He went 12.
12. Okay. Now look, mind you,
he's not better than Herbert right now. Come on.
I'm not gonna go. I wouldn't even go along the lines of saying that he's better than Herbert right now. But it's just too many spots for Herbert to shoot into something like the lottery. Like you can shoot him into the first round. You can even try shooting him into the top 20. You can try, but it's just the fact that but lottery is top 14 is rough.
Because he's not going to be in front of. He's not going to be in front of Cam Thomas, and Cam Thomas was 27.
And Cam Thomas was 27.
Herb Jones, lottery.
Jordan, are you drafting Herbert Jones over Cam Thomas?
No.
A guy, yes, I am actually.
Oh my God, Jordan.
That's defense, man. You can't beat defense. You cannot beat defense.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
So good for the most part all night. You just had to say that, bro.
And he can shoot the 3. Herb can shoot the 3. He can.
I'm gonna be real, man.
Yes, he
I'm
can.
gonna be real. I'm gonna say this.
He can shoot, man. Let me look at his 3 ball.
The game
of
basketball, it's decided by who can score the most points. So I don't know if it's just me, especially in a case like Steph Curry. I personally would prefer a scorer, you know what I'm saying, than a strong defender, because strong defense, you know what I'm saying? You can hide them. They hide Steph all the time. But if I got somebody that I know I can just get a pill, run a set, so they can get maybe a basket or 2, give me that. You know what I'm saying? Because in playoff basketball, you're going to find yourself in the pinch. Even the best defenders get cooked.
Yeah,
but Chris,
they do.
even if you hide in Steph, you still got Kevon Looney that can play great defense. He can switch from the 5 to about the 3 guard. We saw him playing great possessions on Jason Tatum. Then you got Draymond Green, one of the best defenders of all time. Then you got Klay Thompson, one of the best 2-guard defenders in the league right now. Then you got Andrew Wiggins that can lock up the wing positions. You got other guys on that team that can cover up. The key word, cover up, because we're hiding, right?
Jordan.
You can cover up.
Bro, if you
I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, y'all would average 70 points, bro. Y'all would look like Virginia of the NBA. Y'all would look like the Virginia Cavaliers, bro. No cap. Because you would be so focused on defending the basketball, bro. The game has evolved, man. Like, better. People are more skilled.
Put the ball in the hoop,
you gotta score too. Like, I get the defensive mindset. I swear I do. But guys are way more skilled now, bro. Like, even Kawhi Leonard, probably the best defender in the league, he gets bucked on by everybody. That's a legit scorer, bro. I watched Steph Curry give him 30. Like, It happens, bro. Like
defense
holds
it's
weight.
It's not really stopping
somebody to guard.
stopping these scores.
You're
slow them down.
So you're trying to slow people down. You're not even really containing them at this point because they're so skilled and so good.
You praying for misses, really.
You're praying for misses, yeah, literally.
That's all you're doing. The best defenders in the league, they get bucked all the time.
Drew Holiday.
And that's okay. And that's okay. We're not knocking that. But at the end of the day,
not knocking that.
NBA basketball, the winner is going to be determined by the team that has the most points. That's it.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes. I mean, there's only so many stops you can get.
You get the most points by being able to score on your opposing team. You score on your opposing team by the opposing team having sorry defenders.
So you rather have a team full of Herbert Jones than a team full of Cam Thompson?
In my opinion, yes, because Herbert can hit the three.
Bro,
and Herbert can play defense.
Yo, they're gonna look like the Louis Chapel Cardinals, bro.
This is why these guys are getting paid so much money because they know how to put the ball in the basket.
The ball.
You're not gonna stop prolific scores like that. You just praying they miss. You praying they have a bad night.
You're gonna make it more difficult for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not no stopping these guys.
I'm just there's no stopping them. But if you can't really stop them, man, it's gonna be a bad night. You gotta have somebody that can play some type of defense. Like I keep going back to the Golden State Warriors because the Golden State Warriors it's a great team to implement the idea of offense and defense. The offense comes from the coach. The coach has a great scheme. He has a great scheme for defense as well, but he also has players that's capable of carrying out that defensive plan. You got Draymond Green. You got Andrew Wiggins. You got Kevon Looney. You got Klay Thompson. Those guys all can guard at a high level. So you can have a high-level score. You say, do I want Cam Thomas or Herbert Jones? In the Warriors case, if you take a Herbert Jones, somebody that can hit the corner three, and you got Steph Curry out there and Klay Thompson, I'm going to take the Herbert Jones because I can depend on Herbert Jones on the defensive side. I don't need him as much for offense, but if he's left open, he can hit that three. Cam Thomas can't guard with the plug nickel, but he probably can get that bucket if you want him to go against somebody. If you want Curry to get some rest, if you want Thompson to get some rest, and you are like, all right, Cam, come in. I need about 4 to 5 points. Can you give me 4 to 5 points right here? He might be able to do it. But if not, can he be depended on to get that stop?
But is Herbert Jones corner three really? Is it really that valid? How you making it seem?
Let me look it up. Let me
look it up. You making it seem like he hit that
like
corner
30,
three
like 33-34% this year.
It wasn't OD. Like it wasn't OD.
Like he made it seem like he was just a sniper. Herbert Jones,
he won't even really shoot threes like that.
Jordan just likes sleeper guys that are.
But no, I agree with Jordan. Herb Jones
that get the job done. And Herb he's definitely nice, but
he can slide in the first round. But I'm not going to put Herb Jones in the top 10 of this draft class. I'm just not.
Yeah, I don't know what he was going there. I don't know.
Because honestly. He probably could slide up closer than I thought he could, but it ain't.
I don't draft Herbert Jones before
it's 30. It's 39%.
I don't draft Herbert Jones before his teammate Trey Murphy.
Oh no, yeah.
And Trey Murphy went what 17?
Jordan, he shot 35.
I think he went 17 right outside the lottery.
I knew.
35 from three. Period. But from the corner,
you're not gonna always get that.
I mean, you're not gonna. We'll take 35. We'll take 35 from the corner.
You gotta take it. Ain't no will take it. Like that's his percentage.
Yeah.
But that's just my take, man. I got Herbert.
No, I'm lying. That was his projection for next year. He shot 34, 33.7.
I feel like Herbert Jones could be like a Trevor Ariza.
You say you got Herbert only in top 5 in the redraft?
Jordan, no
did.
way.
I got Herbert
No.
Jones in my top 5 redraft.
No,
Man, stop this.
Jordan,
Hey, Jordan,
that's
come on,
nasty.
man. Come on.
Jordan,
on,
that's
man.
nasty.
Let's get. Are we being real? Are we being real right now? Like, come
Jordan,
on.
I don't even have him above. Jordan, I don't have
Like,
him
what?
above the first 9
take
picks
you
in this
over him.
draft.
So Jordan, you're picking him before Josh Giddey?
That's what I'm
No.
saying.
You said yes.
No, man.
Chris
Man,
Duarte.
Hey, Jordan, I'll take Kilo.
What player? Like, what are you looking for in a player?
Come on, bro.
Yes.
No way,
I'm looking for potential. Do you know how hard it is to teach somebody how to,
Jordan, what's his potential? Jordan. What's his potential in the league? Like, what is his ceiling?
What is his ceiling?
What
His ceiling is Trevor Ariza.
TJ?
It might be Trevor Ariza. I give bro Harrison Barnes.
TJ, you a coach?
Nah,
just be honest with me right here. What's harder? What is?
I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry.
See, I don't think it's Trevor Ariza. Was that a bad
His ceiling is what, Troy?
So Trevor Ariza is ceiling, in my opinion, just because he's a good defender.
I'm really weak.
But no, that is a good comparison though.
No, that's a great comparison.
You might as well call bro. You might see Jordan talking about bro corner 3. Like you might as well call bro PJ Tucker. Come on, get him out.
Now PJ Tucker, let's be real. Hey, I like that a little better.
His ceiling you might as well be PJ.
Trevor Ariza, bro. Oh my god, it's gonna cry. What was you about to say, Jordan?
What's harder to teach? A shot or defense?
I'm not gonna lie, Jordan.
A shot.
I'm not gonna lie. Are we talking about? So you said a shot. So we're talking about mechanics and getting their form right.
Yeah, wait, you talking about mechanics or form or what?
Like what are we talking about? Like jump shooting?
Okay,
because look, I ain't gonna lie. You talking to T-Mac, bro? I'll get a kid's jumper right in a week, bro.
You feel me? Like, are you talking about a broke jumper, like not able to shoot at all, or a dude that just got drafted in second round?
I'm talking about if you got.
He talking about, I guess, from a high school standpoint.
If you got somebody that's shooting the ball like Herbert Jones,
it's gonna be harder to teach a kid defensive concepts. I promise you.
He's an exceptional shooter. But if you got wait. Are we talking about Herbert Jones as a player? Then like
now you heard what TJ said.
No. I'm not heard. I heard what he said, but I'm saying, are you talking about somebody that can shoot like Herb and defend like Herb?
Yes.
Is it harder to teach them defense or a shot?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now just keep going where you're going. I just had to clarify. Go ahead.
That's all I'm saying. TJ just said it's gonna be
teaching
hard
a kid a defensive concept, like even man to man, like just man to man principles, how to be in the gap, how to be in the L, how to plug,
exactly,
like ball screens,
exactly, all that.
Some baseline, like all that. It takes a while because a lot of kids not taught that nowadays.
Exactly.
And that's the thing, though, Jordan. That's the thing, though. I'm not only meaning to cut you off, but that's the thing, though. One thing that's common with you. You like to bring up stuff like that, but it doesn't really correlate because we're talking about pro guys, man. You got to be realistic here.
Yeah.
You got to be realistic here. We're not finna talk about how hard it is to teach a defensive concept and a jump shooting because he needs nobody that's coming into this NBA draft, this professional NBA draft needs to be taught neither one of those things. Nobody coming onto a team needs to be taught either one of those things. Now, of course, somebody can shoot better, can get their jumper worked on, but come on, let's be realistic. Mind you, let's just talk. Let me ask you this question before you even go on. Let me ask you this question. Now, the 15th, 16th, matter of fact, forget that. The 17th pick, like I said, Trey Murphy. You're taking, like you said, you're taking Herbert. You're drafting Herbert before you draft Trey Murphy, correct?
No way.
I'm talking about Jordan, though.
I know. I'm just saying no way.
They're the same height. Matter of fact, Trey's about 6. I think Trey's about 6'9".
It's tough. It's tough.
But Jordan, there's no way. That's disgusting. There's no way you're putting Herb Jones in that top 5 of that class, bro.
That's so horrible because it's such a loaded class. It's such a loaded class, and you
I'm not
have,
talking.
you have,
but that's the thing.
NCAA champion stuff like that, and you're picking Herb to throw
That's
top
the thing.
5.
That's the thing, but I'm looking at potential. When I first
When are we not looking at potential though?
When I first brought this up, I said I'm not looking about how they can fit into a team. I'm looking at potential. Who will be the best in the next upcoming years?
Yeah, it won't be Herb.
Jordan, Herbert Jones is not going to be that much better than he was this past year. If we're being honest,
Herbert Jones, he progressed really fast. Like
he the floors that much.
He's not going to get much better than he did this year. Like his rookie year, he was like ahead of his time. Like that, per se. Like
Jones will always be a role guy.
He's never going to be more than a role guy in the league. That's what we're saying. He's never going to be more than a role guy in the league. Like Herb Jones is not an NBA All-Star guy.
No,
come on.
He's not going to be an All-Star. Herb Jones is not even. Herb Jones won't even be a.
We could have said
Herb Jones won't even be a.
Now,
I was just about to say that Herb Jones won't even be a Pascal Siakam.
That's what I'm saying. So why are we having this debate with Herb Jones? Like, why?
Because he's in his top 5 redraft.
He's in his top 5 redraft.
A couple years ago, we would have said the same thing about Pascal Siakam.
What about him?
More years than that, we would have said the same thing about Giannis. Would have said the same thing. Let's be honest.
Nobody would have picked Giannis, bro. Well, bro.
Nobody would have predicted Giannis to be this good.
So you think Herbert Jones has the potential to be like a starter, an all-star, all of that in his NBA in this league?
Yes, I do.
What do you mean like a Pascal Siakam? Like, bro, we don't look at Pascal Siakam as an NBA All-Star just because he
we just did top 5 power forwards.
What
do you even have him in our top 5 power forwards in this league? He's not even top 5 in his position.
Out of these guys, I'm looking at their potential. I'm looking at their max.
You keep saying potential. We heard you.
I think Herb Jones will
His
be
ceiling is
one
not
of the
that
top
high,
5 guys. Okay.
That's what we're saying, though. But Jordan, it's not even possible for him to be a more than a role player on the Pelicans.
I'm telling you, bro. He's going to be playing behind Zion next year, bro.
His whole career, his next 4 or 5 years, he's literally the rest of Zion's contract. He's going to be playing behind Zion. He's never going to be more than a role player in the world. And then no other team. It's not like no other team is going to come trade for him because he's going to do what he's doing right now. Like. He's gonna be literally Zion's backup for the next 4 or 5 years.
Devontae, CJ, Bi, Zion, and Valanciunas. He's not playing in front of none of them.
There's no room for him. There's no room for growth for him on that team at all. Literally,
he's gonna be a 15 to 20 minute guy.
I disagree.
He's gonna be a 15 to 20 minute guy.
That means you paying Herbert Jones lottery money. You paying him lottery money too. That type of guy.
Nah, but like even if you feel like that, Jordan, though, like. How do you see him being that guy? Like, what do you see him doing? Like, what type of basketball is he playing to be that guy? Especially, you got to realize that he's playing power forward for the Pelicans. Like, you got to get that two position out of your head. He's never even been that in his life. So, I'm trying to figure out, like, what is he going to do to be that guy? Like, what kind of game does he play? Like, what kind of play style is he going to have to be that guy? Because his play style right now is impossible for him to be that guy. That's what I want to know.
I'm looking at a guy that already has other scorers on his team, and CJ McCollum, and Brandon Ingram, and Zion Williamson. He doesn't have to do too much. He just has to fill in that gap. However, on the defensive side, everybody has to guard their man. Everybody has to guard their man. Only one shot can be made in one possession. But as far as defense goes, everybody has to go down court and play D. That's where Herbert Jones is gonna come in handy.
But that's the thing, though.
Okay, hold on. Herbert Jones is guarding this number one guy. He's guarding this number one guy. Who is the best defender on the Pelicans team right now?
Who is
Let's
it?
be honest. Who is it? I'm asking you. Who do you think it is? Don't say CJ McCollum. Don't say Brandon Ingram.
Who is it?
I'm asking you, bro.
Don't ask me because I don't know nothing about the Pelicans.
If I'm looking, if I'm looking at a guy that can guard in my best interest, the 1 through the 5, I'm gonna pick Herbert Jones. I'm not gonna go Jonas. Yeah, he can guard the big man, but you put him out on that perimeter, it's gonna be a bad day.
Now that's all that is nice and fine. All that is nice and fine. Now you can but look though, you saying that though that you're picking him as the best defender in that team is not really giving off that he's a great defender. It's giving off that they lack defense. Like that's what that's giving off. It's not giving off that he's such a good defender that he's their best defender. It's giving off that who do they have to play defense? Like CJ? No, he don't play defense. All right, who else they got? Devontae Grant? No, he's getting cooked. BI? Well, he's there. Jonas? Like it's literally giving off that these guys ain't got no defenders. So therefore, this rookie that's stepping in for Zion got to go out there and fill in the gap. And even though he's doing so good at filling that gap, he's doing this just to revert back to a bench player next year because they just paid the guy that he's backing up that max money. Ain't even no space for him to get paid no more money or even to turn into a starter because they can't start him. It's impossible to start Herb Jones in New Orleans. They just paid Zion and they paid Beyond last year. Feel me?
And you wouldn't try to find a way to pay Herb?
No,
absolutely not. Absolutely not. I guarantee you, New Orleans front office, if that's the last thought in their head, the last thought in there, he's down there with Jose Alvarado as far as looking to pay somebody. Dude just got drafted in the second round. Just got drafted. Nobody's even thinking about paying him. Dude just started his rookie contract. Like he's not even along those lines. Like in order for him to get paid, he's gonna have to come down here and average 20. And that's still not going to get paid because he got Zion still in front of him the whole time. You're not paying nobody's backup.
He's not going to get the opportunity. He's not going to have the opportunity.
You're not paying, Jordan, as the Pelicans head guy, you're not paying Zion's backup any money. Just be real. You're not doing it. It's not going to happen.
I'd like to say I'd like to make this comment. Draymond Green's first season on the Golden State Warriors averaged 2.9 points, 3 rebounds. Okay.
He's not shooting, like Draymond.
Shooting. Let me just put this out here. 0.7 assists a game. Okay. Minutes played, 13.4. Field goal percentage, 32.
All right, now before you even get into that, answer this question right now. Answer this question. Who is Draymond playing behind? I need to know the answer to that. I need to know the answer to that right now. Who is Draymond playing behind that? Who is Draymond playing behind that year and the year after? Who was it?
It might have been David Lee.
It wasn't no Zion Williamson.
I just need to know who it was, Jordan. Just answer that first, real quick. Who was it?
In 2013?
It had to be
the year he came.
I'm not 100% sure. I want to say it was David West. But I need to
all right. Now that's one question. It won't even be David West.
I think it was David Lee, man.
It was David Lee.
Fast. Now. Before that, without just that's out there now. Now that's out there. David Lee, and now Herbert Jones is playing behind who?
Zion.
All right. Now that's out there. That's not even the main thing I'm saying. That's out there. Now, boom. Herbert Jones just started majority of this season and did what he did. Mind you, boom. Okay. Draymond did all that. Because I get what you're saying. You're saying Draymond did all that and he evolved to this guy. He's on a max contract now, blah, blah. Facts. Absolutely. But Draymond did not have a max contract guy in front of him that is the same age as him, that will be in the league for the same amount of plus years as he will be. Also, mind you, Draymond did not have a BI, a CJ, vets guys on there like that are already getting paid, that will be getting paid for the next years while he's there. It's just the situation is just unique. And matter of fact, it's not too many guys that you can really bring up that had Draymond's situation. Like, it's not too many guys that did that, like that really had that route. You feel me? Like Draymond's literally the only guys that even worked out like that. Because that's Draymond. Like, let's be real. And Herbert's not a Draymond anyway. I mean, he's a Draymond type player, but that's not even. It's not going to go about it that way for him because it's just. Come on.
He might not. I see what y'all saying. Herb it's more practical to say that Herb is not going to fit in that top 5. But I'm just looking. I'm being that outside. I'm being that black sheep that's saying Herb has that chance. He has that potential if he works hard enough. If he works hard enough, he could be one of the top 5 players in this draft just because his defensive stock is so good and he has a little bit of offense. If he works on that offense, it's dangerous.
All right, bro. I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying, but let me ask you this. Why do you think his defense is so good?
He can guard the 1 through the 5.
Can he? Like, when have we seen him guard 1 through 5?
Cannot guard 1 through 5.
We saw him guard 1 through 5 in the Phoenix series. That's why
What
Phoenix has such a hard time.
What 5 did he lock up, and what 1 did he lock up?
DeAndre Ayton, Devin Booker. I mean, he wasn't the one. Devin Booker wasn't the one. He wasn't the one. But he was the prolific scorer. He was the primary scoring option on that team. And when I lost his name. When Herbert Jones was on him, it wasn't as easy as when
Did he lock him up?
He didn't lock
him up. Nobody, like y'all said before, and I agree with this.
No. When I say lock him up, I know nobody locks. So when I say lock up, I mean like did he legitimately slow him down? Like did he do that?
He slowed him down.
Did he slow him down?
As easy.
Who do you
when I'm talking about slowing him down?
Did he still get them numbers? Did he still get them numbers?
I think he did.
Devin Booker?
Did he still get his usual numbers on Herb?
This is what I'm saying. But it's easier to score. It's easier to score a mid-range, a 3-point shot on a low contested shot than it is with a guy that has a 7-foot plus wingspan, closing out on you, can slide their feet.
That's fine, I understand it, but that's basically saying every guy with a 7-foot wingspan that can move their feet is a great defender.
Can I say his stats now?
Yeah. Let me know his stats. Let me know his stats.
It was 23, 4, and 4 on 50, 48, 88 splits.
All right, so boom. Now
23. That's lower than his season average, right?
On 50,
48, 88, bro.
Now boom. That's out there. Now what were Aiden's stats?
Hold on, let me look.
And Jordan, you tell me, did he slow Aiden down?
In my opinion, he definitely did.
No, he didn't.
Okay, I need to know Aiden's stats then.
That's the series.
He wasn't primarily guarding Aiden. He wasn't primarily guarding. He really was on Mikal Bridges. Jonas Valanciunas was guarding 8.
And Mikal Bridges played worse.
Oh my Lord! Y'all ready for DeAndre's?
Yeah.
Told you that's when he took off.
Good God from Zion, 21, 10, and 3 on 70, 50, 75.
70.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't really
70.
guarding. He wasn't really guarding DeAndre Ayton like that.
70.
Lord.
But 70% is insane.
70.
70 is crazy. 70 is crazy.
Nigga, that's not containing
Good
nothing.
God.
That's the same. It's my argument. My argument is pretty much the same with Scotty Barnes and Cade Cunningham. When you're looking at a guy that can guard the 1 through the 5, I'm looking at
that's
Scotty
the thing,
Barnes.
though. That's the thing, though. He's not really guarding 1 through 5, though. Like, what 5s does he guard?
Bro, both of those guys are shooting over 50%, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the 1 and the 5 of that series that you brought up, the 1 and the 5 of the series that you brought up that I asked, the 1 and the 5 both shot over 50%, and both had their usual numbers. So what I'm trying to figure out is what was so different, because they were guarded by Herbert Jones, this guy from Alabama.
I feel you. It's not. I'm looking at more of the potential side. I'm not looking at logistics right now. I'm not looking at the stats and the numbers and everything. Like, y'all looking at Jalen Green, okay, he's putting up about 30 points per game in that last month, getting crazy. Cade Cunningham, I think, had 7, 6, and 6. That's a great season. Great season. I got him over Herb. But when you get into guys like Davion Mitchell and Franz Wagner, I'm putting putting Herbert Jones over those guys. I think he has the potential.
There's no way you're throwing Herbert Jones over Franz Wagner. There's no way you got Herbert Jones over Franz Wagner. But look though, Herbert Jones can never be a number one guy in his career. Never.
Jordan, you're sick right now, bro.
Never. Like he can never be a number one option. He can never be a number one option, Jordan.
I don't think Franz can be a number one guy either.
He was the number one option this year.
He was cooking this year.
He wasn't the number one.
He was the leading scorer for this year.
It was Wendell Carter, wasn't it?
No, absolutely not.
Franz averaged like 15 this year.
Franz is hooping. Only one that averaged more than him was Cole on that team.
I don't know if Franz was the number one option, man. I'm sorry.
He was a higher scoring option than freaking Herbert Jones on the weak New Orleans Pelicans. I guarantee you that.
Literally.
I mean, and the thing is, how many points were scored on him?
What you mean?
Probably about 1,000,007.
Chris, go to the next topic, please.
But that's the thing, though. You realize
running in circles.
there were so many points scored on Herbert Jones. Like you're acting like he just wasn't scored on.
So cool. So all that being said, respectfully, we not about to talk about Herbert Jones no more because you know what I'm saying. He's gonna have he has a great career ahead of him. Cool, you know what I'm saying. But this past week, I know y'all seen LeBron James go up in that Drew League and show everybody why he's the king. You know what I mean? What he did was great for the culture. I just want to know what y'all thoughts about that was. I thought what he did, people getting into the stats and all that, I don't care, man. Bron pulled up to the Drew, and I think that's legendary right there for the second time. I think that was dope. What y'all think?
I'm gonna go and go first. To me, I'm not impressed. It's LeBron. Like, come on, man. Like this, we all knew he was going to get at least 30. We all knew that. The guy had 16 rebounds. Like them guys shouldn't be out there on the floor anymore. I knew it was 30 or higher. It was just 30 or higher. It's LeBron, man. You really can't.
Tron, I'm right there with you.
So
it's nothing to play.
So Tron, let me ask y'all a question then. So y'all not impressed with his performance. What would Bron have had to do for y'all to say, dang, you know what? He's really out there going crazy. Because 42, I don't care. He's playing.
Make the playoffs.
Chris, this is what I'm saying, Chris. We already know LeBron gonna do that. We already knew he was gonna go in Drew League and cut up. We already knew that. Chris, he has 16 rebounds, man. When has he done that in an NBA game? 16 rebounds? Now I'm not discrediting LeBron at all, but I'm saying we can't really be impressed. Like it's LeBron, the second best player in the world. Like, come on.
Yep.
And that's cool. That's cool, but that's what I'm saying. I don't feel like the stats should be considered. It's a Drew League game, man. That's just for the culture. What he did this past weekend, now just for the hoop culture, man.
Yeah.
It was dope.
I respect.
That's one of on the West Coast. That's one of the most. Matter of fact, nationwide, that's one of the most prominent summer leagues that you can get into is the Drew League.
Yeah.
No excuse, just produce. You
right.
go in there who and all type of celebrities, all type of NBA legends have played in the Drew. So I thought it was only right for Bron to go there and go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but I just knew that he was gonna get at least 30. At least, man. You seen the guy that was guarding him, he was really he was out there trying his hardest and he had 40 on him. The guy was looking like yeah, I'm really locked in on Bron, and he won't.
Yeah, really not locked in on Bron. Though.
Now I will say this. The dude that was guarding Bron, he tweeted and said, "Bron had 42, I had 20. So for every 2 points he scored, I scored 1." So I was looking at that. I was like, "Oh no, that's a little spicy chatting right there." You know what I'm saying?
You got to realize Bron went out there guarding. That 20 was a cake. He was probably letting him get 20. But I will say this. I will say this, though. I am surprised how close the score was. They said Bron
I did see that.
Only won by 2. That's pretty crazy right there.
Yeah, Bron didn't only won by 2.
Yeah,
somebody else was, but yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, like I kind of wasn't impressed either. It's Bron, bro. Like I don't put nothing past Bron no more. It's just like he's an all-time great guy. He's in year 20, looking like he's in year 12 or 13. Like he playing against, like, you know what I'm saying? It was. He did what I expected him to do, to go out there and kill. what I'm saying? He put on a great show for the city, for the state of California and all that. It was good for publicity and all that stuff. But you know what I'm saying? He did what he's supposed to do. Him and DeMar, and then he played with DeMar too, which was also pretty impressive.
They said Kyrie was supposed to show up, but y'all know how that go. I'm not gonna get into that at all. But you know what I mean? They said Kyrie is supposed to have his face in the place, but
yeah,
to no avail. What you think? But what you see from Bron and that Drew? What you think?
Hey man, but dude just went out there to hoop, man. That's all I seen, man. Like y'all boys know I'm not the biggest Bron fan. I mean, like Bron is Bron. I can't tell nothing from Bron.
He's a winner, man. Bron wins basketball.
The guy, like he's a great, but this particular thing, this particular thing, like he went out there to hoop, man. Like it's the summer, man. That's like us saying like, hey, let's go out here, let's jump in this league, let's get some run. You feel me? It's Bron, man. You know, everything Bron do gonna get critiqued a little different than everybody else.
Yeah, that's true. His name holds more weight.
His name holds weight. Like that's what happens when you name Bron, man. Like I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like it's the Drew League, man. That's what it's for. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if they would have said Kyrie would have went out there and had 50, everyone would have gassed and been like, oh, he's back. Like Kyrie about to go win a ring this season. Like it's Kyrie. Like let Steph have went out there and scored 42. Come on. The world would have been so much, they would have reacted so differently. They'd be like, oh, Steph just did that after winning the ring. He about to go win another one just off the strength of that. Like blah blah blah. Just Bron. It's just because it's Bron. Like, it is just because it's Bron. Like, I'm not gonna lie, but me personally though, we was just hooping, man. It's the summer, like all season, standing. That's your job. Like he out there hooping, he's standing, shaved, getting ready. Dude is about to be in year 20, man, and he's out there doing stuff like that. The fact that he's able to go out there and play in some league like that and kill, and he's going into year 20. That's just
that is impressive.
This is just a testament to how great he is. You know what I'm saying? So
not impressed.
Yeah. So So I mean, it was cool. Like dude is Bron, man. He got it. I can't say nothing bad about that one.
Facts. Jordan, what you got to say about it?
I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed.
What could you have seen?
I don't care what he got. It's a Drew League. It's like me going to Cumberland County Schools headquarters trying to get a job as a head coach. I'm like, yeah, I put up 50 points against my third grade class. Y'all need to sign me. I am the greatest of all time. I had 50 against them, shooting 20 for 21. I only missed one shot the whole game.
But it's not like he went out there saying like, oh, I had 42, like they can't guard me. Like he was
no, man.
He was big chilling for that 42 though.
He was hooping, dude was enjoying himself.
Who was I don't even know the light-skinned guy's name that was guarding him.
It don't matter.
He can be a grass cutter for all I know. I don't know that guy.
I'm saying though, but like it's not like Bron. It's not like Bron was out there though. It's not like Bron was out there for the stats though. Like he can't help that he got 42. He went out there and scored what he wanted. Like, if he would have went out there and had 20 and lost, we would have been critiquing had 50.
I will say this too.
Nobody. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
I'll say this. I don't care who it's against. I don't know if y'all seen, but Bron he was pretty deep in that bag. I don't know. I've seen a couple of sidestep threes, a couple post fades in there. You know,
and then at the same time, the whole time, like we just said, bro, he was chilling. He was in the bag, but he was chilling.
Can anybody pull up his field goal percentage?
He shot 2 for 13 from 3, so we ain't gonna say.
We're looking at
from 3.
We're looking.
Does anybody know? Hold on, wait. Does anybody know the field goal percentage though? Does anybody?
No, I didn't see this. I didn't see the field goal. I just saw his 22 and 16.
That we know the point total, but we don't know the field goal percentage.
He shot.
Wait a minute now. Why do you hold on now? Why do you think the media wants us to see the point total, but not the field goal percentage? Maybe because the field goal percentage was hot garbage. Maybe that's the reason.
It's not, but Jordan, whole
maybe
time
he really went out there and took 38 shots and got 42 points.
But literally, but Jordan, the whole question was, how did you just feel about him going out there and playing for the Drew? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I told you I'm not impressed.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We know you're not impressed, but you ain't gotta bring up. But you don't gotta bring up this.
Impressed. That's an adjective. That's an adjective, right? That describes a noun. You asked me, how did I feel about it? I told you I'm not impressed.
But you did say that. You did say that, but gang, but listen though, why you gotta bring up the stat line? We ain't talking about how good he played. We're not critiquing his performance.
I'm giving you the reasons why y'all shouldn't be impressed. 42 points.
Nobody said it was impressed.
We wasn't talking about how we was impressed with his performance. We just talking about the fact that he went out there and showed up. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's out there playing.
That's dope.
Because he showed up. So you think it's a great accolade that LeBron James showed up for the Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what I'm hearing?
Nah,
I guarantee you, I could put up a case for more black male teachers showing up for work than NBA stars showing up for the Drew League. I bet you I can put up a case for that.
Okay.
Look it. Don't sit there and say, no, nobody worried about it. That's the point I'm trying to make. I guarantee you, I can put up a case for more NBA players showing up for Drew League than black male teachers showing up for work.
You just said it backwards.
That's why I'm not worried about that. I'm not impressed by that measly 42 points. I'm not worried about it.
All right.
It's the Drew League.
So Jordan, let me ask you something then. Let me ask you a question. So you talking about field goal percentage. He might have shot a whole lot of shots. Okay, that's cool. So you telling me that if you was on the same team as Brian, you're not giving him the pill and let him rock when you come down the court. Be real. You on the same court as Brian. You're not swinging that pill and let him rock out.
What is the Drew League for?
No excuse, just produce. That's their slogan.
What's the Drew League
Brian
for?
produced 42 points. That's what he did.
If somebody is smart, they'll say, okay, LeBron is on my team. I know I got publicity. I'm about to show what I can do.
Hey, look, hold on. But Jordan, before you get into LeBron, there's another league guy that played in the Drew League, and he didn't do too much of nothing.
Are you talking about his teammate, TJ?
Tylen Horton-Tucker had 14 on like a whopping 38%, bro. It was
6 rebounds in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the same game. He played in a different game.
What did DeMar get? How many points did DeMar have?
DeMar had 30.
DeMar had 30?
Yeah.
And they won by 2 points?
No, but DeMar had
There we go, TJ, right there.
DeMar had 30 DeMar had 30 on like 35 shots. Like DeMar had a bad 30.
See, how do we know how many shots DeMar took, but not LeBron?
How you know that?
No, because they highlighted it. Like they showed that he had a bad game. Like he had a bad game.
Of course, they highlight DeMar
35 shots
and let LeBron slide.
No, because Bron didn't have as bad of a game.
Jordan, if they
showed his, that means Bron didn't have as bad of a game as DeRozan.
I would say if LeBron shot 2 for 13 from 3, what was the overall field goal percentage?
Bron wasn't missing too many field goals. Like, let's be real.
He's not missing too many.
If he shot
no. Hold on.
Let's be real. LeBron was.
I'm watching them highlights, bro. Bron is driving.
Bron is driving and not missing.
He's sweeping through, bro. Like
sweeping through, dropping his shoulder. He's not missing.
Laying the ball up.
He's not missing 2-point field goals in that zone.
You gonna let it? He was dunking.
We're saying moving him out the way. Though. Like, okay, that's proving the point though. Like he wasn't missing field goals. He was literally only missing threes. Like so, literally, if he was 2 for 13, and was that 11 misses? Like he probably only had 12 or 13 misses total.
Whole time, Bron probably out there working on his 3, just out there, just like.
That's exactly what he's doing. Ain't no probably about it.
Probably can. And
Ain't no probably about it. He's definitely working on his straight ball. But come on now, Bron's not out. It's Bron. Like we know for a fact, Bron's not out there missing 2-point field goals. We watched the highlights. Dude is getting them dudes out the way. Like get out. I'm gonna score this regardless whether you like it or not. Like come on.
Yeah.
It's a Drew League. It's a Drew League now.
Fact, that's what I'm saying. So like he's
He's
only gonna miss 3 pointers.
But think about what we're saying though. Just think for 1 second what we're saying, and then we can wrap it up.
It's not gonna work on Jordan.
I'm gonna think real good.
Think about this. We're talking about LeBron James had probably the calmest 40 points. A very calm. I'm talking about he probably, you know what I'm saying, he got on the layup line, probably did maybe 1 or 2 dunks. Outside of that, you know what I'm saying, he didn't do too much preparing. Went out there and got 42 and was in his bag. I'm talking about sidestep threes, post fades, you know what I'm saying, getting to the basket, laying. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. 40 is crazy. I don't care where it's coming from. 40 is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
Can you tell me this, cuz?
Okay.
Name me a Drew League MVP.
I think Franklin.
Hold on, wait. Let me stop you right there. You said I think. I want to hear it was this name. Drew League MVP. But Drew League MVP?
Don't ask me, Jordan.
Okay, Cam. Hold on now. Hold. Drew League MVP, Cam? Do you know?
Chris said Franklin, so I'm guessing Franklin the Turtle.
No. Chris said this.
Oh my God.
Was 379 today. No, I want to know. I want to know. TJ, Drew League MVP?
Franklin D. Roosevelt. I don't know.
You don't even know. Can you name me a EuroLeague MVP?
Luka.
I can't.
Luka.
Yes, Luka. Yeah.
Luka Doncic, right? You see how you see the difference? You see how we know somebody from that EuroLeague? We know the MVP, but we don't know Drew League MVP from Adam's Cat. We don't know, not a soul, but we want to praise a guy that get 42. That's supposedly the greatest player of all time, going a league that nobody is familiar
Bro,
with.
that's the whole thing you're missing, though. That's the whole thing you're missing, though. Nobody's praising him. Nobody is praising him for getting 40. Nobody's talking about him getting 40. Like nobody's talking about the fact that he had 40. Nobody is talking about that. None of us, not one of us talking about the fact that he had 40. We're just talking about the fact that he showed up, bro. Like, bro, it's summer. Like, it's summertime, bro. Like, you want to see guys going out there, you feel me? Like, going out there having fun. Like,
what do we think about LeBron in the Drew League? He came to Drew League. Now,
Jordan. Now, I want you to answer this question I'm about to ask you with the utmost honesty. Like, I don't want you to cap at all. Now, if Jason Dior Tatum, whatever his middle name is, would have went up there and scored 42 and 16 in that Drew League, and we would have seen his whole highlight.
What conversation are we having?
Chris would have just came up with that question, and Chris would have just came over here and said, no, don't talk yet, let me speak. And Chris would have just came up here and said, now, hey, Tatum went out there to the Drew League, man. After losing the finals, he wanted to go out there and get some run. He went out there and had 42 and 16. It was real good. It was good. I think it was good for his fans to see him out there, you know what I'm saying, have fun. And it would have been like, Jordan, what you think about Tatum going out there and playing, you know what I'm saying, playing in the summer league, getting some run in, and just he had 40. What you think about that? What would have been your answer, your honest answer? Please tell me.
I would have said, don't ask me that, because I would have been mad that he got there getting 42 but couldn't do a John Brown thing in the finals. That's what I would have said. That's what I would have said right there. How you out there in the Drew League showing your tail off, but when it was time to actually do something that mattered, I'm gonna say it again, that mattered, you ain't do nothing.
I believe that you would have said that, Jordan. I believe
But
that.
you want to talk about, yeah, I had 42 in the Drew League, man. I wanted to show on. I wanted to put on for my city, man. Put on for all the young guys out there wanting to be like me, this and this and that. Yeah, okay, go ahead and show them the go ahead and implement the drive to be good in a rec league. But when you get to the big show, you don't do a John Brown thing. You just want to be good in a rec league. Yeah, I can put up 42 against KFC and Winter Works part-time workers. But when I get to the league, I can't do nothing.
I think it's the same thing though, because
clap it up for that. Clap it up for those guys. What's the minimum wage now? $10?
If y'all remember that this time last year, if y'all remember that last summer, this time last summer, LaMelo was playing in the Drew League. If y'all remember correctly, LaMelo was out there in the Drew League. You know, after the rookie year, he was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Turning up. Blah, blah, blah. No. Just listen though. I'm saying though, if y'all remember this time last year, LaMelo was out there running the Drew League, playing with Jello. You know what I'm saying? Lonzo was out there watching. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? He was out there turning up, having fun. You know, everybody. You know the hype of how much fans he got. So the hype was around it was everybody recording them like, yo, LaMelo's out there, blah blah blah. Now, I just want to know. We know it's different, but why is it different? Because this is LaMelo and him being 19, boom, whatever. He just finished rookie season. He had to want to play in the Drew, blah, blah, blah. And then, but it's so different from, why is it different to Bron, you know what I'm saying, coming out there at 40, or I was not 40, but I'm gassing, but you know what I'm saying, coming out there doing his thing. So, like, why is it a different reaction? Like, I just want to know. What's the difference there?
It's just what you said. Everybody's looking at LaMelo to go out there and have a good time and have fun. He's 20. He's 21 years old. Everybody want him to have a good time. Okay, it's LaMelo. We're not looking at him to win a championship. We're not calling him the greatest of all time. We're not calling him the greatest Laker that ever played.
See. Now, before you even finish that answer. Now, see how when we just asked that, you went straight to his legacy. You went straight to his legacy, straight to what we expect from him, straight to what he didn't do, blah, blah. But, bro, that's the thing, though. The whole thing, we're just talking about, it's summertime. And literally, at the end of the day, even if it's Bron, he got his legacy, we want him to win his ring, blah, blah. At the end of the day, it's still the summer. He's still his job. He's still the offseason, blah. Now, what you just said about LaMelo, everybody's looking for LaMelo to go out there and have fun, this and that. So does that mean everybody's not looking for LeBron to go out there and have fun? Like, so why can't LeBron go out there and, you know what I'm saying, enjoy his time? Like, it's not his fault that he had to get 40 now. It's just
You're right, but I will say this: we can't really hold anything against Bron. I mean, since he didn't make the playoffs and he didn't do a John Brown thing during the regular season to make the playoffs, he had a lot of time on his hands to do the Drew League and have a good old jolly good time like it's Christmas in the Drew League and put up 42 and mind you only win by a couple of points. He's to some people the greatest player of all time and can't even beat part-time workers by a margin of 10 points. But yeah, you know he had time on his hands. It was good for the culture. That's all I got to say, man. That's all.
Hey man, that's a lot to take in, but you know, that's just what we do here at the Opinionated Podcast, where you will see hot takes, great debates, misses and effing makes. All right. But we're gonna go ahead and call this one. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. See y'all next time.
Holla.